heart, there's no harm done. No harm done. I have done nothing but in care of thee. Of thee, my dear one. Of thee, my daughter. Come, 'tis time. Come, lend thy hand and pluck my magic garment from me. So, lie there, lyre. Have comfort.
No.
I have with such provision in mine art, so safely ordered that there is no soul. Not so much perdition as an hair beaten to any creature in the vessel, who thou heardst cry, who thou sawest sink. Come, sit, for thou hast now no
You
farther.
have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay, not yet.
The hour is now come. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this?
Oh,
I
indeed.
do not think thou canst. For then thou was not out 3 years
Oh,
old.
certainly I can. 'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 living ones that
Thou
attended me?
hast, and more, Miranda. 12 years since, Miranda. 12 years since. Thy Prosper was the Duke of Milan, Prince of Power.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed quest we did?
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, we were heaved thence, but blessedly hold hither.
Oh, my heart bleeds to think of the team that I have turned you to, which is from my remembrance. Please you. Farther?
My brother, thy uncle, called Antonio. I pray thee mark me, that the brother should be so perfidious. He who nets thyself, all the world I love. And to him put the manage of my state, for at the time,
The liberal arts were my sole study.
thus the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger. Being transported and wrapped in secret studies, my false uncle, having both the key of officer and office, set all the hearts of the state to what tune pleased his ear. And in my false brother awakened an evil nature. He did believe.
I am indeed the Duke.
Me, poor soul, my library's dukedom large enough.
Oh, the
The
heavens!
king of Milan, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkened to my brother's suit, which was that he should presently abolish me and mine on the dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the honors of my brother. Whereon a treacherous army left me. One midnight, fated to the purpose, did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and in the general darkness, the ministers for the purpose hurried them to me at thy crying self.
Alas, for pity! No! No!
Confused, they hurried us aboard a bark aboard some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a ship. Not rig nor tackle, sail nor mast, the very racks instinctively equipped. There, they moistened us to cry to the sea that roared to us. To sigh to the wind, whose pity sighing back again, did us but loving wrong.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, cherubim, thou dost preserve me.
How came we ashore?
By providence divine. Some food we had and some fresh water that the noble Neapolitan Gonzalo, out of his charity, being then appointed master of this design, did give us, with rich linen, stuffs and necessaries, which since I've studied much. He, good man, furnished me with volumes that I prize above my dues.
But I might never see that man.
And here we arrived, and here we arise, and here thy schoolmaster made.
Heavens, thank you for it. And now, I pray you, sir, for still 'tis beating in my mind. Your reason for raising this sea storm?
No, thus far forth, by accident, most strange, bountiful fortune, my dear lady, my enemies being brought to this shore. I find my zenith doth depend upon a most auspicious star. Now at court, but not amid, my fortunes will ever after droop. Here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness, give it way. I know thou canst not choose. My servant, come. I am ready. Come, my Ariel.
All hail, great master, great Sir Hay. I come to answer thy best pleasure. Be be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curled clouds, to thy strong bidding task, airy and all his quality.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tenth that I bade thee?
Master! To every article I boarded the king's ship, now on the beak, now on the waist, the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazed. Sometime I'll divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards and bowsprit would I flame distinctly, then meet and join Jove's lightnings, the precursors of the dreadful thunderclap. More momentary in sight I flooding were not. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring. The most mighty Neptune did seem to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Yea, his dread triumph.
Why, that's my spirit! But who was so firm, so constant that this coil would not infect his reason?
Not a soul left on the fever of the man, and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged in the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then all afire with me. The king's son, Ferdinand, with hair upstaring, then like reeds, not hair, was the first man that leaped, cried, "Hell is empty!
My brave spirit! But was not this nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
But are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perish. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And, as thou badst me, in flocks I have dispersed them about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself, whom I have left cooling of the air. Sighs in an odd angle of the isle, and sitting, his arms in this sad knot. Safely in harbor is the king's ship, in the deep nook. There she's hid. The mariners all under hatches stowed, whom, with a charm joined to their summer labor, I left asleep. As for the rest of the fleet which I dispersed, they are upon the Mediterranean float, bound sadly home for Naples, supposing that they saw the king's ship wrecked and his great person perished.
I charge exactly as before! But, then forward, what's the time of the day?
Past mid-season.
These two glasses, the time twixt season now must by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou must give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed me.
Before the time be out, no more!
I prithee, remember I have done thee worthy service.
How now? Moody, what is thou, handsome man?
My liberty!
Mercy.
Hast thou forgot from what a torment I did find thee?
No.
Thou liest! Hast thou forgot the foul which Sycorax, who with age and envy was then grown into a hoop? Hast thou forgot her?
No, sir!
Thou hast! Where was she born? Speak! Tell me.
Sir, in Algiers, sir!
How was she so? I must once a month recount what hath been, which thou forgetst. Foul which Sycorax, from mischief manifolds and sorcery's terrible, thou knowest, was banished. Is not this true?
I, sir,
This blue-eyed hag was hither brought to child, and here was left by the sailor. Then, my slave, was then thou her servant? Or for thou was a spirit too delicate to act her earthy and abhorred commands, refusing her grant hest? She did confine thee to loathe and pine, for thou didst painfully remain a dozen years. Thy groans as fast as mill wheel strikes. Then was this island safe for the son that she did litter here, a freckled whelp hag born, not honored with a human form.
yes, Caliban, her son.
Don't think! I say so. Caliban is now out of keep the earth. Thou knowest what the torment I did find thee in. Thy groans would penetrate the breast of ever angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the dam which Sycorax could not again undo. It was by my art when I did come here, that did gape the pine and let thee out!
I thank thee, master.
If thou more murmurest, I shall rend his hope and take thee in its naughty entrail till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to command and do my spiriting gently.
Do so. After 2 days, I will release you.
Why, that's my noble master. Say what then? What shall I do? Say what shall I
Go make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Be subject to no sight but thine, and mine, no eyeball else. Go take the shape and hither come in. Go!
And with
Do it. Awake, dear heart, awake. Thou hast slept well, awake.
The strangeness of your story put heaviness in me.
Take it off. Come, we'll visit Caliban, my slave.
'Tis a villain, sir. I do not love to look
But
on.
as 'tis, you cannot miss it.